Hi Aries, this is your March 18th through the 24th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. The first spread is going to be on new love coming towards you this week. The second spread is for those of you who are already involved with somebody, married or in a relationship. Spread number 3 is love from the past. And the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And spread number 5 is what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. Alright Aries, let's get this show on the road. And happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating this week. We are starting your birthday season during this weekend. Yep, at the end of this week, on the weekend, we have birthdays for very first Aries. So happy birthday. So we got the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Wands. We also have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords. Then we have the Emperor clarified by the Three of Wands. In the potential outcome, we have the Ace of Wands with the Queen of Wands and Justice. And we have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Libra or absolutely any zodiac sign. Well, here's the deal, Aries. I'm going to be short. I'm not going to take as long as I usually take during the first spread, the new love spread. You will have options. There's no other way for me to interpret this. As you can see, I clarified all 3 cards that came out on the left in the main spread. I usually only clarify 2. This time I clarified 3, but still, you got options. 100%. Okay? We have the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That card could be interpreted as a card of having options. Alright? And the thing about all these options, you're not going to be 100% sure right away. You're going to take your time. Right? We start with the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands in this case is a card of competition. It's a card of a conflict, but I think it's a card of competition. Right? People competing for your full and undivided attention. The Ace of Pentacles that the Five of Wands is clarifying. So the best person will win. The one who comes forward with the Ace of Pentacles, which is a golden opportunity, which is a card of a very serious offer. Right? So the best person that stands out for you, that's the person you're going to move forward with. The one that you're going to consider that's going to be worth your time, worth your energy, and the one that's going to be for the long term. Right? We have 3 aces on the table, by the way, right? So that was the first one. Then we have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Three of Pentacles every once in a while also comes through as a card of a choice. It's a card of collaboration, so perhaps some of the people, or at least one person is among your friends, or somebody you work with, collaborate with, somebody who is in your gym, somebody who is in a class, what have you. Right? And the Ace of Swords clarifying that is the word yes. It's a card of clarity. It's a card of somebody who knows what he or she wants, and I think that's your ace. You will have to decide whom you want to move forward in. And that's what I see throughout this reading. You having options and you having to make a decision. You having to make a choice, right? The Emperor in the middle, that's you. That's your major arcana card, Aries, right? Unless you're dealing with another Aries. The Emperor is clarified by the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made a decision and it's final. Right, so you at some point during this week you will know whom you want to move forward with, who deserves to be with you. And the same thing can be said about the potential outcome with the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and Justice. You're the Queen of Wands here, so you're in this reading at least twice, right? The Emperor is your major arcana card. You're the Queen of Wands there. The Ace of Wands to the left from the Queen of Wands is a third ace, but that's your ace, right? You see how the Queen of Wands is holding up a 1? That's exactly the one we see in the Ace of Wands. So this is you again with the decision. This is you who is deciding. This is you who is calling the shots. Right? Justice right next to the deck. That's it. That's it right there. You're the judge and the jury, right? You are the one presiding over this. You're the one with a verdict as to whom you want to move forward with. Alright, so like I said, it's shorter than what I usually say during the first spread. But yeah, you will have options. Let me know how this plays out for you, Aries. I'm kind of curious because we have so many elements on the table, right? We have swords, pentacles, wands, cups. We have all elements on the table. So let the best person win. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already in a relationship or if you're already married, the spread is for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Star clarified by the Queen of Wands. And we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or any zodiac sign. I don't know if you just watched the first spread. In that spread, we had you twice in that spread, and we also have you twice in this spread, right? The Fool on the bottom of the deck is another major arcana card that could be interpreted as an Aries card. The Queen of Wands right next to the deck clarifying the Star, that's also you, right? And your card is clarifying the Star. I was a little surprised to see that, but that's it, right? The Star could be an Aquarius you're dealing with, but the Star is also a wish come true, okay? You could be someone else's wish come true, or that's how you will feel at the end of by the end of this week. You will feel like some kind of a wish that you had is being granted to you. And I think this wish either has something to do with a family, an existing family or a new family, or money, or a living situation. All right, so to the left from the Star, all those three cards are pentacle cards. All right, all of them pentacle. Pentacles are money, stability, home, long term, right? That type of energy. And we start with the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of waiting, okay? And it's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles could be interpreted as a family, could be interpreted as a pile of cash, right? Money, basically, right? Or it could be interpreted as a card of a home, like real estate. All right, so perhaps you're waiting for something, you're waiting to get paid, you're waiting for a home loan to be approved, you're waiting to move into a new home, you're waiting for a family to do something with your family, right? Or your family could be waiting for you. Then we have the Four of Pentacles kind of in the middle. And when it comes to money, when it comes to work, business, and finances, I usually interpret the Four of Pentacles as a savings account card. And what that usually means, people receive money and they hold on to it, right? They have enough money for them to spend some of it if they want, and to set some of it aside into their savings account, or however they save their money, right? So that's what I think is happening here. You have something coming your way and you'll be holding on to it, right? It could be a new family, or a family you're holding on to. It could be a new home or money. But most importantly, like I said, you will consider it as a wish come true for you. You will consider it as a wish granted, and something that people usually wait for. And that's exactly what's happening. You were waiting for it, and now wish is granted. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent. Next, we have the Hermit, clarified by the Page of Swords. We have Judgment, clarified by Death. We also have the High Priestess and Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Well, you could be dealing with a Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or just any water sign, right? Pretty much all, except for one cards on the table, are major arcana cards. The Page of Swords is the only minor arcana card, right? So it's going to be something very important. What's interesting about this reading is that I usually do not clarify the High Priestess when it's the last card that comes out, and I usually do not clarify Judgment when it's the last card that comes out, right? So we do have the High Priestess, the last card, and Judgment is kind of in the middle, so I clarify Judgment. This is important. It is important. So we don't have any court cards, but those major arcana cards could be interpreted as some particular zodiac signs, right? The Hermit could be a Virgo, Death could be a Scorpio, Temperance could be a Sag. Yeah. So somebody is definitely coming back to you, right? The Hermit is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords could be somebody spying on you, keeping tabs on you, or perhaps trying to find out what your current status is, if you're involved with anybody or something like that. The Page of Swords is also part of a message, so you may receive a message from this person, and they will, this feels kind of philosophical, I guess, right? With all these major arcana cards. So if you do receive a message, it will probably be a long message, and this person will tell you what they've been up to. Like, they've gone within, they rethought their life, they isolated themselves, maybe went up to a monastery. They've gone through some kind of a change, some kind of a thought process, some kind of a major change. So if you do receive a message, it's going to be a long one. It could be an email, because I don't know if you can fit all of it into a text message, right? And it's going to be up to you how you want to handle this. But Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past, right? Death could be a Scorpio, but Death is also a card of a transformation, all right? And that's what the message is going to be about. The High Priestess, it's a card of intuition, right? It's however you want to handle this. If you think this person is truthful, if they're sincere, if they're honest, maybe you can fight it in your heart to give them a second chance. Temperance could be a Sag, but Temperance is a card of healing. Healing, right? And it's also a card of patience and balance. So yes, don't just brush it aside when they do reach out to you. Aries, yeah, give it a thought. Give it a thought. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries, this week. We have the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, you've got a lot of fighting. A lot of fighting. You know what came to mind? Aries is a military term, skirmishes. So there's going to be either a lot of little conflicts, or there could be just one big one. And perhaps every single card either represents a separate skirmish, a separate fight, separate conflict, or it's just a way of the universe to say you have one big fight coming your way. And that's why every single card is a fighting card. Okay, but these are all minor arcana cards, you know, so this could be avoided. I don't know if you want to avoid this. Perhaps this is you who is starting him. I'm not judging you, I'm not blaming you, but perhaps you have a reason for that. But this is like a bit of a war zone, with either with little skirmishes here and there, or one big fight. Okay. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, the first card that came out, you know, we have two fives, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So with the Five of Swords, it's never pretty. Even if it's just a small little conflict, it's never pretty with the Five of Swords. The Seven of Wands, this is a card of somebody who is defending themselves. This is a card of somebody who is pushing their agenda through, defending their vision, defending their idea, right? Fighting off the competition. And the Five of Wands right next to the deck, you know, it's pretty much the same as the Five of Swords. If we had two Fives of Swords in the deck, I'm sure we would have had both of them. All right, so yeah, but again, it can be avoided. You can, if you want to avoid this, you can, right? But just so you know, you've got some kind of a conflict coming your way, or a whole bunch of little skirmishes, like I said. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Aries. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the Three of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Swords clarified by the Four of Cups. And we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. What you're not expecting is if you invite this Queen of Swords to go to some kind of an event, they will reject it. They can't make it. I don't know if they're pissed at you or it's just circumstantial, but they're going to reject your invitation. Right? It could be an invitation to your birthday party, or it could be an invitation, I don't know, some other event. But yeah, we start with the Page of Wands clarified by the Three of Cups. The Page of Wands, this is your invitation, you know, directed at this Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups clarifying the Page of Wands is a card of a party, right, or a reunion. You're the Queen of Wands here. The Queen of Swords right next to you is the person you're going to be inviting, but they're clarified by the Four of Cups, which is a card of a rejection. And then we also have the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I think this is you kind of either grieving or regretting ever inviting them, or grieving that this person can't make it. But that's what you're not expecting. Okay, yeah, and I think you're going to be a bit sad about this. The Five of Cups is a sad card. Unfortunately, I have to end on a sad note, but Aries, now you know what could be coming your way this week. So if this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. Happy birthday to those of you celebrating this week one more time. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing week.